Dr. Taylor, what is canine acupuncture?
Canine acupuncture is actually very simple in concept. So we're going to take these very small needles and put them in the skin in very specific locations on the pet. And it's an ancient technique that they believe used to help stimulate the body and move energy in order to reduce pain, reduce inflammation, and to heal illness. Those needles, from a Western medicine standpoint, are usually put into nerve bundles, and so those specific points on parts of the dog can actually affect the entire body as they stimulate those nerves.
What types of veterinary acupuncture are there and how are they different?
There are actually many different types of veterinary acupuncture. The most common one used is what we call dry needle, and where we just use that small needle and put it into the skin and not much else is done at that point. About 80% of the effect happens when that needle goes through the skin. So, especially in veterinary patients, in order to increase the effect, we can perform different techniques such as electroacupuncture, where we're going to put little electrodes onto that needle to stimulate it for a greater and longer lasting response. We can also do aqua acupuncture, where we're going to inject a tiny amount of a liquid into the acupuncture point. Usually it's going to be vitamin B12. And then there are some techniques that are used a little less commonly, especially here in Florida where it's very warm. One of them is called moxibustion, where we're going to use a very specific herb that is burned over top of the area of the acupuncture point in order to stimulate it.
What health conditions can acupuncture address for dogs?
Actually, it can address most medical conditions that dogs are going to see. In Chinese medicine, they break up most conditions into two big groups or categories. One is going to be called excess, and that is something that generally happens in younger, healthier patients. Wounds, illnesses that they contract from other dogs and things like that. Those are going to be excess diseases. And then everything that pets get when they get older, organ disease, arthritis, neurological problems when they get older, we're going to call those deficiencies. Now, acupuncture is actually very, very effective for deficiency, older age problems. It can be used for younger dog problems, but often we're going to pick an integrative approach and use both Western medicine to treat those, but we can add acupuncture on board. But for many of our deficiency, older age illnesses, Western medicine doesn't have as many options, and so acupuncture can be an amazing resource to use to help treat those patients.
Can acupuncture